This is the positive moment, Victoria. Keep it love. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to another episode of the Positive Moment with Victoria. If you are joining us for the first time, follow us on all our social media accounts on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter at PME_music1. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel PME_music1 TV. In order to get premium content, you can as well go through our past podcast episode and watch other videos that we have on our YouTube channel, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy every single one of them. Have you ever been in a situation where you have to deliver a job, or you have to get something done, or you have to do something really important? You have no one cheering you on, no one is encouraging you, no one is motivating you. You have just yourself, only yourself, and then you feel so low in your spirit. You just don't feel up to it. Like, you really need to get this thing done. Probably it's something that pays your bills, or something that someone is actually waiting for out there, but that zeal is not there. That passion, the passion is there, right? But you don't just feel like it. It happens. There are down days that you just don't feel like it. So how do you handle such a situation? When you're in such a situation, you tend to procrastinate a lot. Like, you just feel like, oh, I'll do this later, I'll do this when I feel like it, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do this some other time, even though that stuff actually have a time frame. But you just feel like, okay, I can still meet up, I can still meet up, I can still meet up. There are so many times that you really have to get things done, and you have to be the one to motivate yourself. You have to be the one to encourage yourself. Well, the thing is, everybody needs someone to encourage them at every point in time, at every stage of their lives. We all need somebody. Michael Bolton sang that song. We all need someone to lean on at one point or the other. But what happens when you look around and you can't find anyone? There are times where you have a lot of people around you and you still feel like you are the only one. You still feel like there's no one around you. You still feel like no one is there for you, even though physically they are there, but they are not connecting with you emotionally. They are not connecting with you psychologically. They are just there at that time. Maybe at some point they have been encouraging you in one way or the other, but at that particular time they are just not there for you emotionally and mentally. So how do you come out of that box? How do you get yourself to do that thing you have to do? Because this is something you have to do, especially when it pays your bills. Like I said, you have to do it. You don't have a choice. But if your spirits are not high, even if you don't feel like it, you just have to do it, because it puts food on your table. You don't have a choice. So now this is where self-discipline comes in. Discipline can be defined as action or inaction that is regulated to be in accordance with a particular system of governance. Discipline is commonly applied to regulating human and animal behavior, to society or environment it belongs. Yeah, this can discipline your dog, you can discipline your pets, you can discipline, this. But the focus today is not just about the broad view of discipline generally, about that discipline, about parent discipline their children, or today I'm going to be talking about self-discipline. Now, self-discipline is the ability to do what you should be doing. Self-discipline often means putting off your immediate comforts or wishes in favor of a long-term success. So it still boils down to, even if you don't feel like it, you still have to do it. Yeah, self-motivation and self-discipline, they go hand in hand, because it is when you have self-discipline that you can motivate yourself, because okay, this thing, I have to do it. You have to be disciplined enough to know that you have to do this. So it is the discipline that you have that will make you to encourage yourself, to pick up yourself, to motivate yourself, and push yourself to do that thing in order to have a long-term success. And sometimes your environment can be so comforting and you're so complacent, and there is nobody that is actually pushing you that, oh, come on babe, stand up, get this thing done. Nobody is doing that for you. Maybe you are not living, maybe you're single, you're not married, and you're not living with your parents. Your mom or your dad is not there to say, oh yeah, stand up, go and do this thing. You don't have a spouse that will tell you, no babe, you have to do this. But you're staying alone and you have to get this thing done, but you're so comfortable. You have your TV on, the series, your favorite series are on, you have your Wi-Fi, you can browse through anything, go to the internet, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and there's nobody to just come and push you. It is the self-discipline that you have that will motivate you to stand and get that thing done. A self-disciplined person, you will achieve long-term goals. Like every goal that you set, you achieve them because you will keep motivating yourself by yourself, encouraging yourself by yourself. You don't wait for people to come and tell you, oh babe, I know you can do this, you got this, you can do. It's fine, it's nice. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that. There's no, if anybody is saying, yeah, I don't need anybody to encourage me, well, that person is not being sincere. Everybody needs a form of encouragement or the other. But self-discipline means that you don't have to wait for people to tell you to do what you're supposed to do. You don't have to wait for people to encourage you, to motivate you. You just have to pick yourself up when you are down. A lot of people, when they are down, during their down days, they actually still want somebody to still come and push them out of their comfort zone, especially people who are phlegmatic in nature. They always want people to encourage them, to motivate them before they get things done. But it doesn't always have to be like that. You have to have self-discipline to the point where even if you're feeling very low, like you just down, you just don't feel like it, you have to just stand up, motivate yourself, and get things done. So if you have a long-term goal and you are disciplined, you will achieve every of your goals. And self-discipline also decrease anxiety. You'll be less anxious about anything. When you're self-disciplined and you know there's something you have to do, and you go ahead to do it when you're supposed to do it, that is already settled. That is already gone. When you are procrastinating, I'll do this later, eventually it becomes so jam-packed, or it gets to the point where it becomes a rush hour thing, and you might not even be able to achieve your goal or achieve your target, and it might cost you so much. Self-discipline also increases your physical health because you watch what you eat. When you eat, some people are hoodlums. 1 a.m. they are still in the kitchen looking for something to eat. They've taken dinner, yes. They've taken dinner, but 1 a.m., 2 a.m., they are still in the kitchen looking for something, like self-discipline means when you've taken your dinner, you are done for the day. There's no reason why you should still be looking for. And these people, it's not like they're looking for something light to eat, like bread or like fruit or anything. They want to make a bar. Or they want to eat something, that is not. You have to be disciplined in your food intake, when you eat, what you eat. You have to be intentional about all those things, because one way or the other it will affect your health. If you're someone who works at night, yes, chances are that you might get hungry even if you have taken your dinner. But you can just be taking coffee or take water. It will help you. The fact is, water and coffee will make you work better at night instead of looking for food to eat. Well, you're still going to eat in the morning, you're still going to eat breakfast. Why don't you just calm down, take water or take coffee if you know you have to work at night? When you're self-disciplined, you'll be conscious of your health. You will not take your health for granted. You will exercise when you have to. You will not just live your life carelessly and just do anything anyhow. You understand? When you are self-disciplined, you have positive impact on relationships. You will be able to relate with people better. Your relationship with people will be better when you are a self-disciplined person. Self-discipline makes you more resilient in your decisions. And You will even be happier when you're self-disciplined. You'll be happier because you don't have anything pending, you don't have anything that is bothering. Because when you postpone things, when you procrastinate, it's already in your mind, like, this thing I've not done it. So any other thing you try to do, you remember that, this thing you're not done. You'll be burdened, you'll be filled with so much activities. But when you're disciplined, when you discipline yourself by yourself and you get things done at the right time, you will even be happy with yourself. So there are so many ways for you to build your self-discipline. Number one, know your struggles. Okay, what do you struggle with? Is it procrastination? I've been mentioning procrastination because a lot of people has that as weakness. So that's why I've been mentioning it a lot. So if your weakness is procrastination, acknowledge it, that okay, my weakness is procrastination, so I need to consciously and intentionally work on it. And if your weakness is maybe you watch too much movies, that could be you watch too much movies, that could be a weakness. I actually love movies too, but it's time for everything. You shouldn't be watching movies when you're supposed to be working or be doing something else or something profitable. In fact, in the last couple of months, I have not been really serious with watching movies, unlike the way I used to be, especially during the lockdown last year. Wow. I can't say how many movies that I saw last year. Well, that is understandable. Majority are in that shoes as well. But I'm just saying, if you're a movie addict and it's already affecting your work, already affecting your job, that you just want to finish that series. I know series don't even finish. They don't end. That is the issue. That is the issue. They don't end. So you just have to discipline yourself enough to know that, okay, yes, this is, you can actually set, you can schedule your time. You can set reminders on your phone. You have smartphone. You can set a reminder. You can set an alarm that, okay, I'm gonna see this movie for 1 hour and then I'll do what I have to do. Go ahead and do whatever it is I want to do, and then you abide by it. It's not like the alarm will ring and then you decide to snooze the alarm. Like, okay, 10 more minutes. No, you have to be intentional. Okay, 1 hour, it's over, and then you stand up and go and do whatever it is you want to do. That is one way of overcoming your weakness. And even if your weakness is that, okay, you are already addicted. During the NSAS protest, we tagged this our generation as the Sorosuke generation, the keypad warriors, the pressing phones generation. So it's almost normal for you to meet a young person. A young person is social media savvy. So if you think you're doing that too much, you can also work on it. If your job does not demand that you stay online throughout the day, like I said, you can schedule your time. Personally, it works for me to set an alarm on my phone. If I want to do something and I know that, okay, I want to see this movie or I want to do this thing, I'll just set an alarm, and when that alarm rings, I'll stop the movie or stop whatever it is and then go ahead to do the other thing I want to do. I do that a lot and it helps. So believe it can help you too. So you know your struggles, you acknowledge your weakness, you identify them, write them down. Write them down that, okay, my weakness is procrastination. My weakness is I love movies. My weakness is this, my weakness is that. Then have a clear goal and how you want to overcome it. I've already told you. I've already given you examples of what you can do to overcome your weakness. Visualize the results. Like I said, if that stuff you're procrastinating is something that actually puts food on your table, then think about that. Okay, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna get paid, I'm not gonna get this, I'm not gonna get that. It's part of you visualizing your end results, visualizing your outcome. And don't wait for it to feel right. Don't wait for, okay, I don't feel like it, but maybe later I can feel like it. I'll wait till when I feel like it. You don't always have to wait till when you feel like it. You know, people that sing, people who are creatives, they don't wait for when the inspiration comes all the time. Because there's something we call writer's block for writers. It can get to a point where you are just stuck. You don't even know what to do anymore. You don't know what to write anymore. You're just stuck. You're just blank. But that does not mean you should just relax and then forget about it. You will still continue. you continue until you find yourself back. You don't have to wait till when they bring inspiration to you, like they will bring it from somewhere or it will fall from the sky. You just have to continue, or maybe you do something, maybe you find resources that can help. That's what creatives do. Writers, singers, when they are stuck like that, they find materials that can help. They read books or watch videos or do some, or just find a way, find something that can help them to get themselves back. And you know, those things actually work, especially for writers. You're a better writer when you read other people's works. You know, it's just, that's just the way it is, and that is how it should be. You should not wait for when it feels right, or when you have the inspiration, or when you have the butterflies in your belly. You know, sometimes the thing is, you can actually have passion for something, and there are times that you're just low. That does not mean that the passion you have for it is dead or is gone. It's just that period of time. Maybe you have mood swings or something, or something just happened, or you're just so comfortable and so complacent that you just don't feel like it at that time. It does not mean that the passion has gone. It's just that time. Now, you don't just sit down there and just say, I don't feel like it, I'll wait for when I feel like it. No. To build your self discipline, you have to do what you have to do when you have to do it, not because you feel like it. Just start from somewhere. Just start small, small. Start from somewhere. Start somehow. Just do something. Don't just sit there. You know, in building your self-discipline, you also need to get a mentor, or you get an accountability partner. If you discover you have a carefree attitude or a nonchalant attitude, a lukewarm behavior over your works, you can get an accountability partner or get a mentor, someone you can always report to, someone who can always put a check on you and ask you, how far have you done this, have you gotten that, have you, you know what I'm talking about. And then whatever you have to do, you have to practice. Then you have to keep at it. Even if you fail, you still have to start again. You know, the thing with people is, when they fail at something, they just feel, okay, this thing is probably not for me, let me try something else. But in most cases, it's not meant to be like that. You can fail many times, but eventually you will get it right. You don't just walk away because you have failed. You don't just walk away. You have to try it again. Especially if it's something you are convinced about, you have to keep at it. Try again, even if you fail. Don't walk away. Try again. Keep trying. Keep trying. Do it over and over. And then in building your self discipline, you also have to take care of yourself in every area. I was talking about health the other time. Take care of your health. And when you're taking care of your health, not just your physical health alone, you take care of your health physically, you take care of your mental health. That is very important. And this is where the issue of self esteem comes in. A lot of people are suffering from low self esteem, suffering from all manner of mental imbalances. And you know the thing, in Africa, when we talk about mental health, automatically people just assume that, okay, you are talking about crazy people, people who has challenges with their brain. But it's but that is not true. Mental health is not about people who are mad or people who are crazy. Mental health, depression is actually a form of mental health issue. Some people has serious anger issues, and all those things, they have solutions. People who have anger issues, they can go for anger management classes, they can see a therapist. People who are depressed can see a therapist, can see a doctor. All those things. Someone who is depressed is not mad, the person is not crazy. Someone who has anger issues is not, all those things can be managed, all these things can be worked on. Someone who has low self-esteem, maybe due to the person's background, where the person due to the person's background or anything, you can always work on yourself at any point in your life. You can always work on yourself. I said at the beginning, sometimes you just have to encourage yourself by yourself. I am saying this because I have seen that work for me on several occasions. There are times when I just really need someone to just come and tell me, "Oh, baby girl, I know you've got this. You can do this. I believe in you." But nobody. Nobody. And I know I have to get things done. I need that motivation. I need that encouragement. So I just have to keep telling that to myself. And it's part of a way of building your self-esteem. You keep telling yourself positive things. You stay positive at every given time. You don't see negative things about yourself. Even if people are telling you the negative things about yourself, you still maintain the positive things about you. Some people might point out your mistakes, they might point out your errors, that okay, you're not sharp, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you suck at that. But you look at yourself and look at the things that you can do. They are seeing you from their own perspective, but see yourself in your own perspective, that okay, you believe I can't do this, you believe I can't do that, you believe I'm not good at that. But what about this? I am good at this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. You know, those things that you can do, there are people out there too that cannot do it. Everybody in this world, no one is perfect. We all have our weaknesses, we all have our flaws. So you have to admit that everybody is flawed. Everybody has a weakness. So don't look at yourself like you are the worst person, you're the only one who has weakness, you're the only one who has flaw, every other person is perfect. No, we all have our weaknesses. We all have our flaws. So accept it. Accept that fact. And then you work on yourself. It's a way of building your self-esteem. Don't let anybody look down on you. Don't let anybody talk down on you. It's part of you protecting your mental health. Because a lot of people are actually broken today because of what somebody said to them. Just because somebody said something to them and just feel like a failure, they feel like it is over, they feel like, no, I'm the worst person in this head, I don't know, I cannot do anything right, I am not intelligent. Some people actually grew up thinking they are stupid because that is what somebody keeps telling them. Maybe a family member, maybe their mom or somebody in the family keeps telling them, you are stupid, you are a fool, you are not intelligent. And then they grow up with that mentality that okay, even if someone out there is telling them, oh, you're so intelligent, you'll be like, are you whining me? I'm not intelligent. But in the real sense, they are actually intelligent. So you have to see yourself through your own perspective, discover yourself. And all these things, you have to do them on your own. We all need people, good and fine. We need people, but you still need yourself more. Because when you look back, you might not see anybody, but you will see yourself. You keep seeing yourself. So you have to keep encouraging yourself by yourself. If you don't hype yourself, nobody will hype you. Forget all these things. Most of these celebrities, nobody will celebrate them if they are not celebrities. And before they became celebrities, they have passed through a process. And that process that they were passing through, there was nobody hailing them. There was no fans anywhere. You know, when you go to some celebrities pages and you see the way fans will be encouraging them, like, I love what you do, I love you, you are good, you are this, you are that. It was not like that from the beginning. Now they are at the top and people can be saying good things about them. That process, that journey that they passed through before they got there, most of them, they have to look at they have to look at themselves in the mirror. And that's what I expect you to be doing, to look at yourself in the mirror and see the picture of where you're going to. Don't let whatever anybody says influence you. They might say negative things about you, but see positive things about yourself and keep telling yourself how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how intelligent you are. And when you do this constantly, it helps you to build your self-esteem, it helps you to protect your mental health, and it helps you to stay disciplined. So you take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, and also take care of your finances. Take care of your finances. If you know you really struggle with saving, you can actually use a piggy bank. Like that's what's trending now. People are using pig, even if 100 naira per day, 200 naira per day, like which people are doing that. Or just find a way be disciplined in your finances. Take care of yourself in every area. Your finances is also part of the areas where you have to take care of yourself. And then I've already mentioned some of the reasons for lack of discipline. Laziness, yeah. Laziness and procrastinations, they go hand in hand, because it's a lazy person that procrastinate. It's when you're lazy that you feel like, I'll do it later, because you are lazy. And then your environment too, maybe you have a negative mental programming. Your environment can determine how you react to things. Or maybe fear of failure, like what if I don't do it right? What if I get it wrong? What if I, you know, what if you have to keep trying? The man who invented electricity, they said he tried how many times? It's not 999 times or so before he eventually got it right. If he had given up at that 999th time and he did not try again, we will not see what we are seeing now. But because he knew what he wanted to achieve, so he kept trying just once after 999th time, and he achieved what he wanted to achieve. So the thing is, you have to keep trying. Even Abraham Lincoln, you know how many times he lost the election in the US, and eventually became the president of America. A lot of people have such kind of stories. You know, there's so many motivational speakers out there that will tell you how they started their business with one sachet of tomato, and now they have a very big restaurant in the heart of Lagos or in the heart of Abuja. And then you feel like, oh, ah, and especially when they tell you they achieved that at the age of 25, or they tell you they made their first million at the age of 20, and then you are 29 and you're already feeling prayer, they're already feeling like you're a failure. You know, the thing is, all these people, they will not tell you the things they did on the ground. They will just come and give you sugar coated speech and all of that. But you don't have to feel bad about it. The fact that somebody is excelling, that you can see that, oh, I'm other than this person, and this thing is getting this thing, is getting stuff done, and here am I can't even do anything. No, you just have to believe in yourself. I am emphasize I am emphasizing on this. You have to encourage yourself by yourself. Believe in yourself first before any other person can believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, even when you are presenting your dreams or your vision or your goals to anybody, if you are in doubt, nobody, because when you are presenting it, you will not even present it like you are sure of what you are saying. So anybody that is listening to you will not even believe in you, because you are not sure of what you are saying. You are just like, probability, maybe I can do this, maybe I no, you have to be sure, you have to believe in yourself. So don't be afraid of failure. In life you will fail many times, but you have to keep getting up. Keep getting up. Don't ever stay down. Don't you ever stay down, no matter what life throws at you. They say when life throws lemons at you, you do what? You make lemonades out of it. That's the way it is. You know, even bitter leaf is sweet eventually in the mouth. You understand? The end product of bitter leaf is sweetness. Don't be afraid of failure. That is one of the reasons why people are not self-disciplined, because they feel like, um, this thing, I cannot get it right. Or maybe they feel like a lot of people are already doing it, so who am I in the scheme of things? No, you are unique. You are somebody. You are somebody. You do not just come to this world to mark register now. Everybody came here with a purpose. You have to just carve your own niche. A lot of people might be doing the same thing you are doing, but you still have to carve your own niche and make a name for yourself. So don't be scared. Don't be afraid of failure. There'll be a lot of temptations. I have mentioned some of the temptation, which is movies. It's one of the distractions. And social media. You know, social media has a very addictive aura, especially if you enter Twitter. If if social media is not related to your line of work, it's not, it's a very great distraction, a very great temptation for you. If it's not related in any way, if you don't have reasons to be on the internet, especially the bubbling sites like the Facebook, the internet, the Instagram, if you don't really have if it's not your line, it's a distraction for you. So you have to know how to manage your time, know how to schedule your activities. If not, you will leave a lot of things undone in the name of what's trending, what's the gist, what's happening on Insta blog, what's the gist, what's happening on Insta blog, what's happening on Gist Lover, who was exposed today, who are they dragging today, what is trending. You will just be distracted and you leave so many things. A lot of people on lighter notes, a lot of people have actually left their food on fire because of what is trending on Twitter. Like the food will start burning, and it's when the aroma becomes very strong. Is it aroma now? It's no longer aroma. It has become hodo. Burnt offering. The food will have finished burning before they now remember that there's food on. Before they now remember that I'm actually cooking something, because they're already distracted with social media. So if it's not related to your line of work, you have to manage your time. You have to know what to do, when to do, how to go about things. And then a lot of people don't know their purpose. They lack goals. They don't have any goals. They don't have any purpose. You ask some people. If you ask some people, okay, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Okay, let me calm down a little. Maybe let's say someone in his or her final year, and you're asking him or her, you're asking her, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? She might tell you, in the next 5 years, I see myself as a married woman, already have children, and I'm working. Or maybe if I'm not working with a company, maybe I'll have my own shop, and that's it. Some people might actually go further, like, okay, I want to further my studies, I want to do my masters, I want to do my PhD, and that's all. There's no specific, like, they just believe, okay, I'm just gonna graduate, get a job, start paying bills, get married, have children, and that's all. When it comes to discovering purpose, it's actually a topic on its own, and I'm not diverting into that right now. But you just have to discover your purpose in life. Okay, why am I here? What do I have to do here? Yes, I have to go to school, I have to do my masters, I have to do my PhD. Then after that, what next? A lot of people have done their masters and PhD and they don't have a job. They could not even secure a job, and it's not like they failed. It's not like they graduated with a very bad result. No. It's just the way the country is. So okay, if you have plans that, okay, I want to graduate and have a job, what if the job does not come? What other plans do you have for your life? Okay, learn a skill. Okay, that's good. After that, what? Starting up in this country, being an entrepreneur, it's not an easy task. It's not a child's play. You need a lot of things. You need capital, you need space, you need workspace, you need so many things. It's not something you can just jump into. And even if you're starting as an entrepreneur, what is your purpose? A lot of people are joining the entrepreneur bandwagon now because they feel like, okay, this country, it's not easy for you to get a job, so just get a skill. Just everybody is just, but they don't even know why they are doing what they are doing. A lot of people are even learning skills that they have no inclination for. They don't even have passion for it, but just because they just want to do something. In discovering your purpose, whatever you do will go in line with your purpose. If you have something to do with fashion, you don't go to an hairstylist that you want to learn how to make hair. You go to a fashion school, because that is in line with what you have. That is in line with your purpose, your vision, your goal. But a lot of people are just doing things that are not, because it's not their fault. They don't know what their purpose is. They don't have a goal. The only goal that a lot of people have is, I want to make money. They don't care how, what. I want to make money. I want to get a job. I want to make money. And that's ultimately, everybody wants to make money. I want to make money as well. I want to have a lot of money. Yes, that is normal. But what I'm just trying to say is, have a specific thing you're pursuing. Have a goal. Have an ambition. Know your purpose. Discover your purpose. That is another topic on its own, and we're not going into that today. And I spoke about mental health. Some people actually are not disciplined because they have some mental health issues they are supposed to resolve, like depression. I mentioned depression. You know, depression can make someone to become obese. Like, you just want to eat anything you see, just drown your sorrow, everything with food. Just anything you see, you eat, and at the end of the day you just get fat. And that can affect a lot of things. Can affect your health physically, can affect your productivity, and all of that. And some other set of people, when they're depressed, they don't eat and they just begin to lose weight. It will look like they are sick, but nothing is wrong with them physically. It's just their state of, their mental state, their weak state of health. So I just, those kind of people, what they just need is just to just to seek help. Just find the right people to talk to, counselors, therapists. It's not madness, it's not craziness, it's just something very minute that can be dealt with series of counseling. And if you have to get drugs, if you have to work out, if you have to make friends, whatever it is you have to do, these things are not, they're not so much of a big deal. It's just maybe just a level of ignorance, so I think as Africans we need to read more. We need to read more about stuff, just to widen our knowledge about things. Like, things are happening and we just attribute everything to, oh, there's one village person, yeah, village people are after me, there's one uncle, there's one auntie. No, it's not always like that. A lot of things has medical explanations, medical reasons, and they can be sorted out. All right, people, you still am the voice of Victoria, and this is the positive moment. In case you're joining us for the first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. This episode will be on our YouTube channel. You can listen and you can drop your comments. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are on all social media platforms. Interact with us, engage our posts. If you have any contribution about self-discipline, how to build a self-discipline, and the importance of self-discipline, you can also drop your comment. Alright, family, till we meet next time, I still remain Victoria. The Positive Moments with Victoria is powered by the Positive Music Entertainment.